Thank you. Thanks. Hi, how are you doing? Good evening. Today I'm doing the live a little early. Okay, I'm doing at 6:12. I'm just seeing, how many people tuned in, and also, this is more comfortable time for me. But anyway, if you people want, I'll continue to do at 10 p.m. Okay. So today it will be a market wrap. We'll talk about the top gainers, which stock did well and why, and some pockets in the market which are catching traction, the reasons why they are catching traction, and also little talk about what how the foreigners, how are the think tanks viewing Indian market as. There's one thing that for 2 3 days now we are seeing the broader market gain, which is a good thing. So is actually someone was asking me क्या रिकवरी हो रही है, should we expect a rally, uh, you know so now I don't have the answer, actually no one has the answer, but it is like it is nice to see some recovery in the market, because पहले तो कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा था, तो it's better that it's some recovery is happening in the market, and it is also that you know maybe the momentum goes on towards the indexes. If you look at the benchmark indexes, they are also holding those critical levels. Like today, Nifty closed above 22,900. Okay, even the Sensex, of course, 76 पे नहीं है अभी, but it is still, it's not falling like पहले था. Okay, so it's like the benchmarks take some time to recover, take some time to uh, gather momentum. So now I'm not saying that momentum will happen, but yes, we can see for sure that there is momentum in the broader market, and there's buying happening in the broader market, which is a good sign. Because earlier also, if you remember, whenever there is in these last post-COVID rallies, it has begun from the broader markets. Like people are buying, okay, which also includes HNIs, which also includes in certain cases FIIs. Okay, so because there are some counters where buying is happening, which is good. Okay, so थोड़ा ध्यान large gaps से हट भी जाए तो it's okay, because some buying is happening in the market, which is very important, which was not happening earlier. Okay, so I'll talk about I'll also tell you where the buying is happening. Okay, first a little wrap of the market, what happened today, आज क्या हुआ, कैसा था, और आप भी बताइए how was your day. You can write in the chat box, and of course you can send me some of your questions if you want. I can ask one of my IFM guys or something if they can answer them uh, here. Okay, so today abhi in the morning, in fact even now, it's like even though there has been a little rally yesterday, and there was a little rally, it's not little actually, 600 points up the mid cap wala index, but still mid cap is in the bear zone. It's a 8 month low. सो बहुत अभी काम करना है मिड कैप को बेयर जोन से बाहर निकलने के लिए, बट येस मैनी वर थिंकिंग दैट ये एक फ्लैश इन द पैन हो सकता है ऐसे करके, बट टुडे आल्सो रैली हैपेंड, सो इट्स अ लिटिल काइंड ऑफ कंफर्टिंग, थोड़ा आई एम फीलिंग अ लिटिल बेटर. ओके, ऑफ कोर्स इन्फ्लेशन है, ट्रेड है, ट्रेड टैरिफ्स हैं, and now the Fed का meeting था yesterday. So Fed has said that the Fed itself is a little worried about the American economy. They're saying that their president itself is talking about these trade tariffs and all that. So even the Fed is worried. I told yesterday that if the tariffs are imposed on one country, retaliatory, so वहाँ के consumers already they've started stockpiling stuffs and all that, food items and medicines and all. So this is like kind of I spoke about it yesterday. Okay, so Fed is also worried about this. जो Fed meeting हुई overnight, उसमें even they have said that geopolitics can create supply problems, and Trump policies are also creating uncertainties, and they are cautious over inflation and trade. Okay, even though yesterday S&P and Nasdaq they hit record highs, even Dow was up. Today we have to see how it is, but for the markets in the morning, this was the handover which we got. But our markets opened in the red in the morning. Okay? The benchmark indices closed also in the red, but it's okay. It was a flattish kind of a day, so the trade was sideways. The trade was flat. Okay. Also in the morning there was this news that tobacco के ऊपर GST 40% हो जाएगा, जिसकी वजह से ITC the whole day ITC was down, and experts now believe that ITC because many people are still looking at staples to invest in, so ITC will take some time to recover because it has kind of seen a steep fall around 402 पे कुछ ऐसे it was trading when I last saw ITC today. Okay, in the morning this was and the whole day ITC was down actually, I saw. Okay, and also BSC was stock was doing very well. Goldman Sachs has kind of bought the stake. Actually BSC closed high. BSC closed up 5%. 5959 पे बंद हुआ BSC आज per share. Okay, BSC was up the whole day. There was a lot of buy. Actually BSC is I think BSC ऐसा stock है जो almost सबके पास हो सकता है. So capital, if you trust the capital markets, you can buy BSC. Okay, and also what else? CLSA has also shown that they are positive on NHPC, because of which NHPC stock was up today. It closed 7% up. Closing के टाइम पे 7% up था ये. 79.8 पे बंद हुआ आज ये. It was up 7.6%. It was up today. Okay, so NHPC is also was holding on. I also have NHPC. Okay, and according to CLSA, this stock can double in the next 3 years. Okay, so okay, now how is the market placed? How is the market doing? So iske beech mein I'll talk about two trends actually. I'll talk about, one is the EV story, because of this Tata Motors, Mahindra and Mahindra, and because of course of the Tesla. Ever since Tesla has announced that they are planning to enter the country, auto stocks duck करके गिर गए, जैसे कल ही आ रहा है Tesla. And it's like, see, Indian EV manufacturers, EV car manufacturers, they have their own plus points. They are more accustomed to I thought it was an overreaction, because they know what to make, they know the roads, they know the people, they know the customer. Any new company coming will have to adjust all that. But there was a flip side also. कैसे हैं जी आपने? Where are you from? I am from Bangalore. Currently I'm staying in Bangalore. Okay, I'm from Delhi but I'm staying in Bangalore currently. Okay, so Tesla के सुनने के बाद उसका जो flip side था वो ये था कि auto ancillary stocks जो थे, they were up. Okay, they were एकदम से up हो गए थे. I'll take some of the names which were up. These were कुछ 3 से 5% के बीच में, 3 से 5% के बीच में ये लोग अब थे। इसमें है SKF, Sundaram Fasteners, Varroc Engineering, Suprajit Engineering, Sona BLW. Then there was this Sandhar Technology. Okay, these were up. Okay, because of this Tesla story. Okay, and the big boys, M&M, Tata Motors, Eicher was also I think down. Who else makes Maruti Suzuki? They their initial reaction was that they fell down. They were the profit booking बहुत ज़्यादा in stocks में. No, I feel that there's no reason to be, and Anand Mahindra has actually said on Twitter that there's nothing to worry about. Competition is we are ready for competition. ऐसा कुछ tweet है वो exactly. It's okay and all that. He's not. He said that there's nothing to worry about. We have seen competitions. We saw the 1991 when the economy was opened and all that. So he's tweeted also on that. Okay, so it's like so I'll speak about that in a little detail. But apart from that, this fall was expected, but we were not prepared for it. And also, you can buy stocks which I've just made some points which I kind of observe the whole day. I read and I market trends and all that, and whatever is happening in the market, which I read the whole day, I make points according to them. So earnings point of view, there are 3-4 reasons why the market is ये ऐसा हो रहा है. एक तो अर्निंग्स अच्छे नहीं थे Q3 के, नपोज मैक्रोज खराब है, ट्रम्प के टैरिफ आते रहते हैं बार बार, वार्निंग्स एंड ऑल दैट. और तीसरा रीजन मेन है दैट इंडिया में कंजप्शन जो है वो स्लो हो गया था, which these are 3 main reasons. There are many other reasons which come and go and all that, but otherwise we had a good consumption boost and all that. But yes, earning side में अगर इन सबको अलग अलग से एड्रेस किया जाए, and of course yes, the valuations were very steep. Stocks were very expensive. They had become very expensive, and there was a lot of froth, especially in the small and the mid cap sectors, and actually वो अभी भी है काफी हद तक. So earnings की जहाँ तक बात है, Q4 and the next year का जो quarter है, this is what the experts are saying, that they are optimistic about the earnings which is FY26 का first quarter है, उसके earnings को लेके they are optimistic. And anyway, the finance ministry has given this outlook for 6.5% of GDP growth, which is actually better than many other countries. Okay, so still optimistic about that. And despite the stimulus of this 1 lakh crore thing and all that, but things didn't move that fast, and they are not expected to move that fast. This is not a गोली दिया और पेशेंट खड़ा हो गया, वो चीज तो है नहीं ये. But things will unfold gradually. This is earnings वाला part. And this was his 4-year जो पार्टी चल रही थी स्टॉक मार्केट्स में, हॉलीडे लोग जा रहे थे एंड मोबाइल खरीदे जा रहे थे, वो सब हो रहा था. इट हैड टू गेट करेक्टेड. वैल्यूएशन की जहाँ तक बात है, वैल्यूएशंस हैव करेक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस फॉल, एंड डेफिनेटली stocks have become buyable. I will not say cheaper. They're still expensive. They've become buyable, and also the stocks which have good fundamentals, which have good management and all that, they are now buyable. Even I have an eye on a lot of stocks which I'm thinking of buying. So valuation wise, earnings हो गया, valuation हो गया. अब macros का कुछ नहीं कर सकते. जो ट्रम्प जो डरा रहा है, whatever, then that is not happening only for India. That is happening for everyone across the world. But gradually things will settle down when he will realize that tariffs are not good for him also. See, this is a global. Internet के बाद world is a global village. So you can't live in your own pond. Okay, वो नहीं हो सकता. You have to do trade with other countries. You have to trade. You need minerals from other countries. You need some technology from other countries. You need expertise from others. You're dependent upon many of the ऑयल एंड गैस वगैरह का तो सबके ऊपर इंटरडिपेंडेंस है. So there are these things. So gradually things will settle down on that front. Okay, so this is the third part, mm, which is earnings, valuations, and macro. Okay, so this is what uh, these three things, and as gradually they improve, things can get better. Okay. What else? Okay, and financials. Most of the experts who appeared across the news channels, these business channels across, most of them are betting on financials. They're saying that financials are likely to be the backbone of this coming rally, and they are likely to do well. And in fact, even जो बाकी सब चीजें तो मैं पहले बोल चुकी हूँ, इवन द कंजप्शन ड्राइव एंड ऑल दैट, केपेक्स उठेगा तो उसमें फाइनेंशियल होगा, कंजप्शन उठेगा, फाइनेंशियल विल बेनिफिट. अभी रेपो रेट और ये सब जो हुआ उसमें भी फाइनेंशियल, एक्चुअली पीएनबी ने तो, अच्छा आपको लोन लेना है, यू वांट अ लोन फॉर कार, हाउस, पर्सनल लेना है आपको, सो पीएनबी has announced that they are revising their lending rates for home loan, car loan, personal loan, education loan, 10 फरवरी से. Okay, which means that they've already done it. So this is after this रिजर्व बैंक ने जो रेपो रेट कट की है, कितना है अभी है 8.15 कर दिया है. Now this is what I'll tell you in detail. होम लोन का न्यू इंटरेस्ट रेट है 8.15. No processing fee and documentation charges on most schemes till 31st March 2025. You want a loan, ये रेट होने, इंटरेस्ट रेट कट होने शुरू हो गए, रेपो रेट का वो असर धीरे धीरे दिख रहा है. सो पीएनबी हैज कट होम लोन रेट फ्रॉम, दिस इज 8.15, 10 फरवरी से ये अनाउंस हो गया है, एंड दिस इज टिल 31st March only 2025. Okay, they're also offering flexible repayment tenure of up to 30 years. Okay, then customers can avail home loans up to 5 crore digitally, and EMIs can start from as low as 744 per lakh. Okay, and no prepayment fees and all that. This you read on your own. Okay, so now this is I'll tell you one more thing. Okay, now these are intended mostly for salaried professionals up to 40 years of age. IT specialists, public sector workers, and government employees are given preferences. Given a preference. Okay, and this will whatever the payback period is of 30 years. You can read this on Google. You can see. Okay, so there are categories. Okay, so PNB Digi Home Loan का रेट है 8.15%. PNB Home Loan है 8.15. PNB Gen actually this 8.15% फिक्स कर दिया है, एक्सेप्ट PNB मैक्स सेवर होम लोन स्कीम विच इज 8.30 है इसका इंटरेस्ट रेट. ओके, दिस इज एम्ड एट हाई इनकम ग्रुप, दिस मैक्स सेवर जो है. ओके, दिस इज फॉर द हाई इनकम ग्रुप. ओके, एंड ऑल्सो कार लोन. ये काफी लंबा आर्टिकल है. DigiCar loan offers a interest rate at, as low as 8.50 annually with an EMI of 1,240 per lakh with a maximum loan amount of 20 lakh rupees. PNB car loan 8.50. Okay, and also you can Google this. Okay, so PNB ने loans के rate cut कर दिए हैं 8.15. Home loan, car loan, personal loan. Okay, this is not an ad for PNB. Why am I getting into this so much? Okay, yeah. So, okay, so now I'll come out of this, and what was I talking? AI. Okay, so AI. Now the other thing which will help banks, this AI technology which is coming, this will help help banks to become more efficient. AI थीम जो उभर रहा है, इसकी वजह से most of the brokerages are favoring this financial stocks. Okay. And also FIIs are also positive on banks. They are also investing in banks. ये जो money आ रहा है, this is majorly going to banks. So we have HDFC, we have Kotak Mahindra, we have ICICI, and there's one more, Indices. इनमें ये लोग mostly डाल रहे हैं. This information is in public domain. This is not something which I am, this is, if you look at the portfolio of most of the MFs and PMSs, you can find these stocks there, and of course FIIs are also buying. Okay. The other theme is, okay, now I come to the themes. अच्छा, सबसे पहले आज के फटाफट जो स्टॉक्स जो अप बंद हुए, मार्केट क्लोजिंग के टाइम पे 1907 were advances versus 778 were the declines. Advance decline ratio. Okay, this was at 3:30 when the markets closed. Okay, and the stocks which were up today were NHBC. I've already told this, 7%. SJVN was up was 4% up, 93 rupees पे बंद हुआ. Tata Power was 3% up. This closed at 358. NTPC was up 3%, closed at 325. Power Grid was up 1%, closed at 265. IGL was up 4%. सिटी गैस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कंपनीज का स्टॉक्स ने अच्छा किया, आज उनका अच्छा दिन था. BSC अप हुआ 5% बंद हुआ. Okay, Linde India also closed up 5%, and APL Apollo Tubes was also up 7%. This is the closing. They closed up. Okay, so now I'll talk about this power theme. Okay, now yesterday I spoke about the power theme in the night, and I said there are some lags or some उतना पावर टेंडर वगैरह वो नहीं हो रहे हैं जितना होने चाहिए थे. सेकी का ये रिपोर्ट था. बट द फैक्ट इज दैट पावर स्टॉक्स आर स्टिल इन, आज भी एनटीपीसी और पावर ग्रिड ऊपर बंद हुआ है. ओके, सो नाउ मोस्ट ऑफ द investment which is happening in the power sector is happening through the power financiers, because it's like they are better play than looking at banks and all that who are giving loans to these power companies. PFC and REC इसमें आज सामने जो मेन स्टॉक्स जो आते हैं सामने वो यही है. Apart from that, India is growing and we need power. Cities are growing, development of cities is happening, infrastructure is happening, there's a thrust on urbanization. So for that we need power. India cannot grow without power. Okay, and the government is definitely trying to push the economy. Okay, and also now for this power thing, when you're investing in power stocks, you have to keep few things in mind, which is power is needed for the future. Valuations have to be kept in mind when you're buying a power stock. And high valuations may take a long time to reward. If you buy a stock which is very expensive, highly priced, then you have to wait for your reward. कुछ आप खरीद लेंगे आज high valuation पे 40 times P, 45, 60 times P, then you have to wait for the reward, because this market is not something where you buy something which is expensive. Okay, and don't go after big names with high valuation. Okay, now this is I think this is the same. Don't buy big stocks with high valuations, because it will take time to reward you. Okay, and yes, you don't have to buy stocks every day. In this I also I've written here, you don't have to buy stocks every day, because और खासकर ऐसे मार्केट में तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं. So don't feel that, oh, I'm not buying, I'm missing out something. It's not like that. Okay. And what else? कहाँ थी मैं? And इस सब में some of the good stuff I think I already told you, NTPC, Power Grid, transformers, rectifiers. Uh, these are the stocks on which most of the uh, brokerages agree. Okay. And apart from that, energy, AI, digitalization, EVs versus ICE are the main trends. Now we'll talk about EV because this Tesla is also coming. Tesla story is also coming. So now actually what is happening is that uh, in India, hybrids are selling more than purely EV plays. ऐसा like article मैंने भी पढ़ा था. EV हर कंपनी अभी EV में जा रही है. Each and every big company is now getting into EV. But over the period, EV sales have kind of, you know, subdued. I will not say subdue actually. थोड़ा कम हुआ है. थोड़ा सा उसमें correction हुआ है. Okay. So people are actually in India, people are preferring hybrid models, and actually this is not only happening in India. This is happening globally. EV sales have slowed down, but EVs are the future. Okay, Mahindra and all that, everyone is coming up with new models. So, and of course Tesla is also entering. So, but थोड़ा सा अभी ढीला पड़ेगा EV, but EV is the future. Okay. So it is. I'll tell you about the EV story. EVs may why EV is the future, because EVs have this taxation benefit. Okay, because of which सरकार ने टैक्सेशन दिया है, PLI schemes है, बहुत कुछ है जो सरकार is trying to push EVs. So because of which EVs, if you own EV, I still don't own a EV, but my next car will be an EV. I am sure about it. EVs में बहुत ज़्यादा वो होते हैं, फीचर्स होते हैं, डिजिटल फीचर्स होते हैं, उसमें काफ़ी मैप्स ऐप सब इंटीग्रेटेड होता है, काफ़ी डेक्ट होता है वो. ओके, मोर देन आई सी थिंग्स. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट एंड ऑल्सो दैट इज वाई ईवी स्कूटर सबसे पहले पॉपुलर हुए. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ईवी, why you should invest in EV, actually why people are investing, I will not say why you should invest, because I'm not giving this advice. Why people are investing in EVs, because EVs are more they have more features. The only thing is that infrastructure अभी EV का उतना नहीं है. You can't find chargers everywhere, EV chargers and all that, battery swaps and all that. That has to be developed. Of course, काफी develop हो गया. Actually, I see, but I live in Bangalore. So most of the metro stations, they have these EV chargers or EV swap, battery swap वाले जो हैं, वो हैं, मैंने देखे हैं. Okay, next 5 years are for EV, and they are a long bet. Okay, and अभी ट्रांजिशन थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, बट दीज EV जो अभी से EVs बना रहे हैं, incumbent companies, they have a little edge over those who would be entering later on. Why? Because by then they would be more established. वो फर्स्ट मूवर वाला एडवांटेज. एक्चुअली अभी तो बहुत सारे मूवर्स आ गए हैं EVs में. ओके, एंड ऑल्सो after sales and yes, and valuation change and after sale, क्या है, कैसी अपनी हैंडराइटिंग नहीं पढ़ पा रही हूँ मैं, आर इन फेवर ऑफ द इनकम्बेंट, जो भी अभी से है. अच्छा, ये टेस्ला के रेफरेंस में लिखा होगा मैंने, बिकॉज इट इज प्लानिंग टू एंटर एंड द मार्केट्स फेल डाउन एंड दीज EV stocks now they fell down. Actually जो ऑलरेडी स्टैब्लिश्ड हैं उनके पास आफ्टर सेल्स फैसिलिटीज एंड उनका जो चेन है, सप्लाई चेन एंड वैल्यूएशन चेन, वो ऑलरेडी सेट है. This is in favor of the incumbent. Actually, I have Mahindra and Mahindra, and I don't see any reason to sell it because Tesla is coming. And but yes, there is one thing that India imports EV components, and actually ये होना चाहिए. That's why the ancillary stocks were up, because these will get a big push. Ancillary or EV ancillary, auto ancillary, because धीरे धीरे वो यहीं पे बनने शुरू हो जाएंगे, because एक्सपोर्ट इम्पोर्ट में बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा खर्चा होता है ना दैट. सो more and more EV auto ancillary companies would come in. I'm talking about this is a 5-year story. अभी धीरे धीरे हो रहा है, because people are buying more hybrid. They want to have that option of using petrol वाला, the diesel वाला option, in case the batteries run out. But this is the story for future, because I will also go for a EV, which has more digital features and all that. आगे जाके, and definitely as the infrastructure builds, and EV makers and component makers and semiconductors, all these are long-term stories. Okay, I'll tell you some of the market share trends which I have. Now, EV टू व्हीलर में ओला इलेक्ट्रिक का मार्केट शेयर थोड़ा सा कम हुआ है. इट वाज 35% in financial year 24. It has now come down to 33%. TVS Motors का 19% था. Now it has gone up a little bit to 20%. एथर का था 12%, अब 11 हो गया है. बजाज ऑटो का 11 था, अब 19%. दिस इज EV टू व्हीलर मार्केट शेयर. ओके, these are market trends. Okay, then others like छोटे मोटे जो हैं उनका 23 था, 18%. मतलब there's a move towards these big brands. If you notice, they entered and now they are trying to dominate the EV market. Okay, apart from that, this 2025 is supposed to be a year of EVs, but I feel this is still catching momentum. ओके, M&M का कैपेसिटी फॉर EVs, ये जो नया वाला इन्होंने लॉन्च भी किया है, ये 5,000 पर मंथ पे कैप हुआ है. सो दिस विल बेनिफिट टाटा मोटर्स. उसका स्टॉक अभी डाउन चल रहा है, बट EVs में टाटा मोटर्स विल बी most probably the market leader for some time at least. Then infrastructure is likely to improve for EVs with as more and more players come into into the industry. Okay, then what else? Next slide. Okay, now this EV sales are not slowing down only in India. They're slowing down in Germany, UK, China, because they have reduced subsidies on it. Actually, everyone was trying to push EVs, but now, after some time, the subsidies have kind of reduced in Germany, China, UK, and also these also have high interest rates, which is affecting the affordability of EVs. And also there is this slow expansion in charging, not only in India but everywhere. Okay, I think I've already spoken about it. Just next slide will be, this will be a tough year for EV. Okay, I've already said this, and penetration of the EV has to get more, and also I've already said shift towards hybrids. But yes, if Tesla enters the game, then this is a good thing for the customer. टेस्ला की वजह से प्राइस कट्स होंगे, बिकॉज टू मेंटेन दिस अफोर्डेबिलिटी, पेनिट्रेशन ईवी का बढ़ेगा. जितने ज़्यादा, वही डिमांड सप्लाई वाला है, जितने ज़्यादा सप्लाई जाएंगे प्राइस कट होगा. ओके, ग्लोबल ईवी सेल्स में चाइना में सबसे ज़्यादा हुआ, रीजनल ग्रोथ में 29% ईवी सेल्स हुआ इन चाइना. यूएस में 10% हुआ, and Europe was flat. So this is not happening only in India. India is a microcosm. This is also happening abroad. EV penetration across the world में देखो, चाइना में 69% of EV penetration है, यूरोप में 17% है, नॉर्थ अमेरिका में 9% है, एंड इंडिया में 5.6% है अभी EV penetration across regions. Across countries, across regions. Actually, Europe is many countries. Okay, this is the EV story. You can I'm just giving you an overview of the EV industry, EV stocks, EV के बारे में आपको एक व्यू पॉइंट मिलेगा क्या है. Okay, and how EV sales have gone from 2021. Okay, so this is global picture. Okay, in 2021 per month EV sales was around 6%, which actually growth this is in million, okay, 6 million, sorry, sales globally. Penetration was only 9%, which went up to 10%, 10 million, sorry, it is not percent. Growth was 49%. 6 million से 10%, 10 million हुआ, so growth was 49%. Penetration improved to 13%. 2023 में 14.2 हो गया million sales. This is global. Growth 42%. The penetration increased to 18%. 2024 में 17 million sales and growth is 20%. So growth has kind of come down from 49%, 42% हुआ, now it's 20%. But the penetration has increased to 20%. The people are getting more used to this EV story and they're listening and they are seeing that उतना बुरा भी नहीं है EV चलाना. ऐसा नहीं कि बैटरी टर्न आउट हो जाएगी. I remember many people asking if I charge my car and if the battery runs out on the road, I will be stranded. जो IC में नहीं होता है. You have petrol, you know it will run. So these were the questions. Now people are getting more used to, you know, that EV में charge कर लो तो चलेगा वो. It is like, you know, so and of course the features and all that and ज़्यादा उसको decoration है ये सब. Okay, so this is a overview of the EV story. So this is a long-term story. This is not a small short-term story as far as EV goes. So power EV both have spoken about. Okay, आज का मेरा कोटा हो गया है. Okay, so I'll end this live here and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Yay! So Saturday. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll try to do a live at the same. Let me know this time is more preferable or 10 p.m. is more preferable. Because I have now I'll go and I'll do my walking thoda sa and let me know what time suits. For me this time is good because you know I like to sleep a little early. Okay, I'll tell you some targets, some of the new targets by different brokerages for stocks if you are looking for some stocks. Okay, I was telling you, I'll tell you FIIs में आज जो बाइंग हुआ किसमें हुआ. सुवेन फार्मा में HNI बाइंग हुआ. हाई नेट वर्थ इंडिविजुअल्स जो होते हैं वो उन्होंने आज क्या खरीदा. उन्होंने आज सुवेन फार्मा खरीदा. FIIs ने आज श्रीराम फाइनेंस खरीदा और लिंडे इंडिया खरीदा. इट वॉज अप 5% ऊपर बंद हुआ. FIIs ने खरीदा आज लिंडे इंडिया. ओके, हाँ. Apart from that, JP Morgan is overweight on Petronet LNG. They have given a new target of 377. IGL के ऊपर Jeffries is upbeat and HSBC ने टाटा पावर के ऊपर अच्छा वो दिया है. Okay, apart from that over. CLSA ने कल ही NHPC का अच्छा दिया था जिसकी वजह से आज NHPC का दिन अच्छा रहा. Okay, I also have NHPC. Okay, so I'll try to do a live tomorrow again at the same time or I'll go back to 10 p.m. time. Do subscribe to the channel and do click the bell icon so that you get the notification when I'm doing live or when I'm posting a video or whatever, so that you can watch it. And do share the video if you like it. And please believe in the India story because I believe in the India story and you should also believe, and you know it's a good story. And also I'm planning to change the name of my channel a little bit, and which I'll tell you later about. And also I'll be having some guests who will be talking to you about financial planning, investing, and also how to allocate your money because they are experts in that. So I'll be also present in that live. I will be also there. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day tomorrow. Good night and bye bye and take care of yourself. Bye.